your take on this whole Meek Drake situation, the diss track, each of them. What do you think about it?
I mean,
this is perfect.
It's just like, let's go. There's so many different angles to this, that you could look at it and,
When the tweet first happened, when the tweets first came out, what was your reaction to what Meek Mill was saying? Taking it to Twitter, first of all.
Okay. From that first tweet, all I was hearing is like, yo, this nigga Meek Mill said that the nigga, Drake, don't write all his own shit. You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay. Part of me is surprised and part of me wasn't surprised because I understand, the industry that we're in. And when you get to a certain level, it's like people don't really care about the craft of hip-hop. You know what I mean? Nowadays, it's just about making money. So I believe that there's a lot of rappers out here who your famous rappers, some of your favorite rappers, who are probably, maybe somebody's not writing all of their shit, but somebody's helping them out and writing some shit for, making sure that they got quality product to put out there, whether they write it or not. You know what I mean? So that being said, I was like, well, damn, if that's true, we're going to have to knock this nigga Drake down a few notches because, in my mind, just being able to say some shit is not the same as writing your shit and saying it. And, that's just part of some hip-hop, ethics, as we'd like to say. But at the same time, this is a business, and those ethics don't always jive. You know what I mean? They don't always, it just depends what kind of artist you are, what kind of hip-hop morals you have, and I think back in our, in our day, there was more of those morals, and now as you move into this time, they've moved away from those type of morals, and it's just about whatever you got to do to get this paper. You know what I mean? So I wasn't surprised. Then when Funkmaster Flex dropped the shit with the Quentin Miller shit, it was like, whoa! Like at that moment, it just seemed like, damn, this nigga Meek wasn't bullshitting. Like we got evidence, and at that moment, it was like this nigga was winning without putting out a song or nothing, just with his little tweet. And with Flex backing him up with that track, it was like, okay, he's winning. How is this nigga Drake going to respond to this? And he didn't respond directly. He just came with those two joints. You know what I mean? Now, to me, those songs was aight. Like, they're not as hot as people is trying to make them out to be. Like, people's standards are so low now. Like if you put this into perspective of past hip-hop beats, and the records that were produced out of those beats, like, these ain't shit. Like, this ain't nothing. Like, they're not going to be, these songs are not going to be remembered in the pantheon of great hip-hop songs like the South Bronx or Queensbridge or fucking The Takeover or fucking Luther or Hit 'Em Up or Who Shot Ya or fucking LL. And even Kumo D against Busy B on the tape. It ain't even
no Vaseline. No Vaseline.
Even Common shit to fucking Ice Cube. All of that. Like,
but Jamar, can I say something on Big Homie? I think you're right though, Jamar, that our standards are kind of low, but I think it's a different because social media has played a big part in all this and shit. You know what I'm saying? Imagine Twitter was around when the East Coast, West Coast beef was going on, when Biggie and Pac and all this other beefs were going on. I think social media has played a big part in it. And I also think because Meek was the aggressor and the bully type, and Drake just damn near, listen, I didn't like the charge of Drake that much, But I do like back to back though. I think he did hit him a couple. He put blood in his mouth. You know what I mean?
He was more direct with his shit on that one. But if you listen to back as a song, just forget that it's a beef song. Like I could listen to Hit 'Em Up right now or Who Shot Ya and all of that type of shit just as a song on its own. I could listen to No Vaseline as a song on its own, like without the fact that it had anything to do with beef. Now that those beefs are over, those songs still stand the test of time. The Bridge is Over. South Bronx. Those were battle songs.
Right.
Yeah.
But these songs are not going to do that. You know what I mean? That back-to-back is just some cool shit for right now. And it was more direct than the other one. That's why you like it.
You know what, though? I think throughout the career of both of these guys, though, this is what was expected. Now, with Drake, he's never personally even addressed somebody in his bars. He has never said a name. So it's not like we're going to get something like, oh, fuck Meek Mill, as opposed to like Ether, like a fuck Jay-Z. We're not going to get that.
Well, he's not a street dude like that, though.
Exactly.
He's not a street dude like that either, though.
So the MO of Drake, I've told Dre this too, the MO of Drake, he dropped the Charged Up, which was a light jab. You're right, it was a light jab. Back to back, the next one he's going to drop as a club hit or something extremely popular that no matter where you go, you will hear it. Eagles Training Camp is playing back-to-back. The Clubs is playing back-to-back. They are booing Meek Mill. They're playing back-to-back everywhere.
Right.
I
feel that.
Yes.
I feel that, but what I'm saying is I feel like people are feeding more into it than what it is, only because of the lack of quality that's around. Yeah, they're probably playing it in a club. I mean, I've seen memes where they had a guy walking out of a door and the guy was on fire. And they were like, this is Drake after he left the studio. I'm like, come on, man. Like, it wasn't that hot. It wasn't that fucking good. Like, relax, B. Like, y'all niggas is amping this shit up because you ain't heard nothing like this in a while at all. Like,
Agree.
So the fact that something is being said with guys that are at this level, that's what makes it big. And to answer you about if Twitter existed back then, like, so what? Would that have affected the quality of the music they were making? I don't think so. Like,
no, not at all.
Yeah, I think that, it just would have fueled the fire of shit that's being said or whatever, and it would enable you to do shit like what Drake just did at the OVO shit, to be able to put memes and shit up, But that's similar to what Jay-Z did to fucking Prodigy with the LA pictures and all that.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
That was the precursor to that. That's where Drake got that from, actually. If you think about it.
Absolutely.
But now we're in a time where, he didn't have to go out because at that time probably Jay-Z had to get his little researchers and find niggas to go out and find this shit and then put it up.
Right.
And, now you could just Google that shit and it's right there and you just pull it onto your computer and put it on the fucking stage. Like, you know what I mean? It's not that hard anymore.
Now, I want to get into the Quentin Miller tracks that you talked about. Now, there's writing credits on the ones that were dropped, except, I'm going to say this, except for the Rico verse. The Rico verse, there is no writing credit for Quentin Miller. The 10 bands, the Six God, and 10 bands Used To and Know Yourself. Those all have Quentin Miller writing credits on there. Rico does not, and I think that's where Meek was upset. He didn't know that. And he didn't know that there was even a track like that, a reference track for it. Now, is there any... Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Is there a pass for writing credits, though? I mean, if you look, Kendrick has writing credits. If you look, J. Cole has writing credits. Who knows how much they're getting from those credits? I'm talking lyricists that people like today, as far as what they're delivering.
Right. Well, first of all, the clue is how many writers are on the writing credit. And who are these writers? Because first of all, the producer gets writing credit. Okay?
Yeah.
So there could be 2 or 3 producers, dudes that made the beat, and they're going to get a writer's credit. Okay?
Exactly.
So Now, if you start to see 5 and 6 names on the fucking song, you know, and this dude is a solo artist, well, that might be a red flag right there. You know
Kendrick,
what I mean?
there's about 4 or 5 on each track.
Right. So find out who those dudes are. Like, find out who they are. Are they producers, or are these people that are actually writing some shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna. I'm gonna tell you on right now. On every single Brand Nubian song, we've written all our shit. Nobody ever written no shit for us. But you're going to look on those songs and see more than our name on the songs for writers'
Absolutely.
credit. Because that's from the producers and shit. So that doesn't mean nothing. You know what I mean? Like, who are these people? Let's find out who they are. We know for a fact that Quentin Miller is a rapper. He's not a producer. He's a rapper.
Right.
So for him to have writing credits is a little shady. Until you show me somebody on Kendrick's album or J. Cole's album, somebody that has writing credits that's a rapper, and not a producer too, you know, because maybe he could be a Kanye type of dude. He's a rapper and a producer. I don't know.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But show me somebody that's strictly a rapper that's giving ideas to the game, and then we'll have that conversation. But right now, we know that's true about Drake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We know that's true about Drake. But here's the thing I want to say real quick. The fact of how we even found this out, the fact that Meek Mill revealed this because he was salty that a nigga didn't tweet his album, you know, that right there, you know, that also speaks to the times. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like, you know, niggas want to be hard, but at the end of the day, like, this money and shit is making niggas into fucking crybabies and all kind of fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like, so what? He didn't fucking tweet your fucking album. Like, you know what I mean? Like, who cares? Like, what you crying for? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's some bullshit. And now, that little emotional decision backfired on your ass. You know what I mean? Because as I said before, up until the point before Drake dropped the shit, Meek, you was up. You was winning. I didn't see how Drake was going to come back from this, but he did. And now look at you. Now look at you. I mean, you are looking so bad right now. Like, it is not even funny. Like, everybody got so many jokes. Like, and this
what did you think of the Wanna Know
that
track? When Wanna Know dropped and you heard it, what did you think?
What's that, the Meek Mill shit? I thought it was trash. I was like, what is this? I was like, what is this? Like, yo, this shit is whack. Like, first of all, I can't even understand what he's saying. He's mumbling his shit in this track. Like, I'm like, what were you thinking? Like, this nigga, after everybody been waiting, and this is what you give us? And then you keep stopping it and starting it, and you thought that playing the Quentin Miller shit was going to be some bomb shit. No, nigga, we want to hear you say some shit.
Fact.
And when it got to the second part, he started to pull me in. I'm hearing the beat. I'm liking this second beat. I'm thinking, oh, he's getting ready to go in. And then the shit cut off. Like he's going to give us a taste of some shit, and he was going to reveal more of that later. Nigga, you got to bust all your guns off now, nigga.
Word.
You know what I mean? This ain't no time to be busting half shots and, you know, I'm going to duck now behind the car, and I'm going to... Fuck that, nigga. Stand up and bust your shit. Walk at this nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he fucked up. You got Puffy talking. I don't care about Puffy talking on a song. Nigga, go act. You're supposed to be the hard lyrical nigga. Because when it comes to niggas, you see what I'm saying? When it comes to the type of nigga, like, from what I see, I've never met any one of these niggas, but from on the outside looking in, Meek seems like the type of nigga that I would chill with. You see what I'm saying? And Drake seems like the type that I might not necessarily, you know, maybe he's cool, but I wouldn't necessarily gravitate to him first. You know what I mean? But that being said, you disappointed me, my nigga. By being that type of, you know, you seem like a more street nigga, so I would fuck with you, but you didn't handle that like a street nigga.
Did you like the whole Funk Flex announcement for the track to drop? Do you like the way he did it, or
I didn't hear. I just heard that he announced it and then it never came on, and niggas was salty, like, you know what I mean?
Well, do you think Meek should have actually done it like that, or just drop the shit? Just drop the track your way.
I mean, I don't think the hype behind it mattered. You know, I think the quality mattered. So you could have had all the Funk Master Flex bombs dropping in. Once he did play it, I heard Funk Flex played it like 40 times. I don't listen to the radio like that, so I don't know. But I heard he played it like 40 times, literally. So, and that didn't do nothing. You know what I mean? Like, because he's on the other side with the Drake shit. So, you know, he wants Meek to win. It's in his best interest for Meek to win. So he was trying to make it go, but he couldn't even make it go 40 times with bombs. It didn't make a difference. That shit is not hot. And what's so crazy, I saw a video with Meek's sister rhyming, and she was going harder than Meek. I was like, wow. I was like, you should have said that. Fuck around. You should have let her write your shit.
Yo, Jamar, are you? Because I was saying this on the show last week. Like, yo, how the fuck, Meek, your mans and them let you leave the studio to submit that to Flex? Like, yo, that shit is hot, Meek. That's the shit right there, my nigga. This is the joint. You know what I mean?
Because this is the culture that speaks to the culture. You keeping yes men around you. You see what I'm saying? Like money fucks niggas up, Meek. You know what I mean? Money fucks niggas up. You bragging about how much money you got and all this type of shit, but at the same time, that shit is making you dull. That shit is dulling your sword, like, you know what I mean? And you're not sharp as you used to be when you start getting money. And now you got all these yes men. These niggas, it's in their best interest. Whatever you say is hot, they're gonna say it's hot, because if they get on your wrong side, they might not be eating good no more. You might get mad at these niggas and be like, you know what? Fuck that. I don't want this nigga told me that shit wasn't hot. You know what I mean? Now, because he was honest with you, now he can't pop bottles with you no more. You know what I mean? You're not buying, you know, when you buying chains, he's not getting one now. You know? So niggas now is shutting their fucking mouth. And whatever the fuck you say, oh yeah, nigga, that's hot. But see, nah, B, you gotta have real niggas around you, B. And you can't be just feeding everybody. You gotta be around you because they was there from before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, and I see, man, if you can't have no niggas, real niggas around you, then you just need to be on your own. I don't know, but
right. Jamar, let me ask you a question.
Around me.
Are you shocked also because the era that I'm from, I couldn't imagine in Brand Nubians if niggas took shots at Pooh or Sadat that you wasn't gonna say nothing and vice versa. Are you shocked that Ross, Wale, even maybe a Stally, and even riding? Because the era I'm from, yo, if you riding on one of my niggas and shit, we riding on you. That's what that's the era I saw coming up. You know what I mean?
I mean, you're absolutely right. Again, that goes to speaks to the times that we live in. Like, you know, coming up. If my man got beef with you, I got beef with you. Like, I can't fuck with you. Like, and I'm not just talking rap shit. I'm talking just in life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, in life. So it's like, hell yeah, if a nigga had beef with one of my niggas in my crew, I'm not fucking with you, and I'm going to speak on it. I might even throw bars at you before he do. You know what I mean? Like, just because that's how niggas be. You know what I mean? That's how niggas get down. Like, you're not going to be just thinking that my man is by himself out here in the world. You know what I mean? And that's how the guards used to roll. Like, you know, that's why motherfuckers used to be scared. Like, if you used to fuck with one of the guards, you fucking with all of them.
Quick, if you're Meek Mill right now, do you respond or you just try to sit this shit out, hope this shit fades away, my nigga?
Well, first of all, for some reason, my thought went to when you were saying why his boys didn't tell him what's up. Yo, why Nicki didn't tell him what's up? Like, Nicki should have said, baby, that ain't it, yo. That ain't it. Like, for real, you need to write some other shit. Or did he just drop it without telling her? And now she's like, yo, why you didn't play that for me first? Like, yo, I would have told you. I don't know. What does he do? All right. He got two options. He can come with some shit that's just so fire, you know what I mean, against the nigga Drake and surprise and shut everybody up with some real lyrical shit and do some shit that we expected him to do the first time. Or he can just shut up for a while, you know what I mean? Let it die down and come back with another hit that has nothing to do with this shit and it's just a great song for the party, and then he'll just take the L and just pick himself up from the L. You know what I mean? Like his career doesn't have to be over from this. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he got Ja ruled on this. Like,
No.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, and greatness. You know, greatness is shown how you come back from your failures. You see?
Facts.
So he has an opportunity to show if he's great. You know? If anything, this is a blessing. You know what I mean? Because Drake bounced right back. Like, Drake was looking bad. Now he's looking great.
Well, he's looking great right now.
Talking about that shit. Like, the fact that even still, there's still evidence out there that Tito's not writing all his shit. You know what I mean? But still, he just weathered that storm, and now he's coming up smelling like roses. So, you could do the same thing.
Are you surprised that Drake is so much the aggressor in this, though?
Yeah. But again, that speaks to the times that we live in. You know what I mean? Like, everything's backwards right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the guys who are supposed to be the bullies, you know, are getting bullied out here by the guys who used to get bullied. Like, you know? Like,
I think you gotta respond.
Two niggas went to school, like, back in the days. Like, Meek looked like the niggas that run with the niggas taking lunch money, and Drake looked like the niggas running with the niggas getting their lunch money took. Like, that's just on a, you know, that's just on a judging the book by its cover type of.
Right.
You understand? So, I mean, he even admitted, you getting bodied by a singing nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Like he tried to say, like, yo, you getting bodied by a nigga that ain't even that hard. Like, I'm even admitting that. Like, you know, like.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's surprising, but it's not. You know what I mean? I mean, the boy is nasty. Like, you know, the boy is nasty. You know?
And they're saying very strategic. You know.
Yeah, very strategic, man. Jesus.
The Phillies were playing the Blue Jays. He put it out at that time.
Right.
You know, I mean, Joe Carter, he had the picture for it. I mean, it's number one on iTunes. I mean, everything was extremely strategic. OVO Fest coming up. You know, everything came out.
Right. He got the memes. He got the T-shirt on. Free Meek Mill. All of that.
What did you think about the? Was it the mayor or whoever it was, Norm, the Canadian, you know, the politician?
You're not welcome here. That's what he told me, right? You're not welcome here. Like, all right, nigga, you can't stop me from coming, though. Like, I'm not welcome. The fuck you gonna do, nigga? Like, you're not gonna send me a bottle? Okay. Like, fuck you.
Well, you know what, Jamar? I think somebody should have told Meek that, yo, it's gonna be hard to beat a nigga that has his own personal Summer Jam stage. That whole shit yesterday was Drake's solo. You can't beat that, my nigga. It's hard.
Right. And then you're on tour. You on your girls' tour. You know. I mean, let's keep it real. That's her tour.
Yeah.
Like, that's not your tour.
Yeah.
That's the Pink Print tour. Like, you know, you on a Pink Print. Like, come on, B. And I know it seems like a great opportunity in the beginning. Like, damn, I'm going on tour with Nicki. I'm hitting it. You know what I mean?
Right.
This is beautiful. I'm gonna be making mad money. Oh, we got mad dates. You know what I mean? This shit is beautiful. And that's where I think he got relaxed and he got complacent and and that's where he felt like, you know what, I can shoot shots at Drake right now. Like,